Hi, Karen from Quantum Heart Awakening. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know about Capricorns? What are they confronting? What are the blocks that are showing up on their path? And what are the solutions to those blocks? Okay. Okay, we have free spirit, we have recognition, and inner knowing. Yeah, Capricorns, it's like you're moving through the world and you're going to receive some sort of validation, some sort of confirmation that's going to allow you to ease into yourself a little bit, to trust, right? Because when we feel validated, we also trust in our intuition, which means that we have access to accurate discernment, right? Which allows us to feel more free when you trust yourself and move through the world in a way that, in a confident way. We also have abundance here. Okay. Aren't these mermaid cards fun? Okay, Capricorns, anything else? And then we have go with the flow. Like, yeah, here's a message, Capricorns, for you. When you feel in alignment with your choices, with your preferences, with your desires, with your boundaries, quite literally the space in which you navigate, the world in which you navigate expands because you now feel safe. That's the word that's coming up. Maybe in previous moments you didn't feel as safe to flow through life. Maybe that's rightfully so. You know, we've all gone through boundary crossing experiences to varying degrees that make us feel that it's not safe to go with the flow. Let's take a peek at the what's in the unconscious here. We have contemplation. Okay, so I'm just feeling into that. So what you're pushing away is something around contemplation. Now, what is contemplation? Contemplation is when you create sacred, safe space for the mystery to gift you with an awareness, right? And I understand, Capricorns, that might feel a little scary because sometimes when we create a void and open up that doorway for something to come in, we feel fear because anything can come in, right? Any awareness can come in. And so I'm here to share with you, Capricorns, that you don't have to fear this, that you have enough self-esteem and self-worth to trust what will arise in you and through you when you sink into that contemplation. But don't worry. It's almost like don't bring your worries and burdens from the past or the future into this divine, precious present moment. It's funny, that was almost like a weird Freudian slip because I was trying to say present moment, but precious came out of my mouth. You have this divine preciousness to you. Your soul is like infinitely, innocently precious. And when you can learn to sink back into that truth and really hold it in your hearts, it's almost like your heart, like a treasure chest, just bursts wide open, and all of this treasure and all of this gold flows out to you and through you out to the world. Okay, really, really lovely reading. Or primary message, I meant. Let's get some others. Capricorns. Okay, anything else we need to know? Okay, let's ask a specific question. Let's be a little bit intentional, right, Capricorns? And maybe I said that also because here's the thing. When you don't set an intention, anything can happen. However, Capricorns, you might be called to hone this skill of setting intentions before you sink into contemplation or meditation or, some sort of solitary awareness. We have peace in reverse and time for a nap. It's interesting. I was just getting two messages there. The loudest message that's coming through is this is not a time of sometimes we could when the nervous system is incredibly dysregulated, or if you're going through an activation or even a bigger thing like a trauma, sometimes our body naturally makes us tired so that we sleep so we can recover, and it gives our body a break to kind of come into that regulation. I feel like you're on the other side of this, Capricorn. It's basically saying this is not a time of rest. Here's the thing. It's not a time of massive action because you're being asked to go into contemplation. However, it's also not a time of like resting on your old patterns. So you don't want to choose peace at all costs, because sometimes, what's that wonderful quote? It's like, comfort murders the passion of the soul. Most of us, to branch out and do something we've never done before, we have to step into a place we've never done. We have to have skills that we don't know if we have yet until we're smack dab in the center of that circumstance. And so that could be scary, but you have more power than you think. Trust in your inner knowing. Allow the universe to gift you with this recognition that you for whatever reason, that the recognition that's been out of your grasp, Capricorns. Okay, anything else about being more intentional in their lives? What do we need to know about that, or anything else for the highest and best good of self and the planet? What else do we need to know? Anything else? Let me move that. Oh, it's this light. Sorry, I have all these little lamps to light up this. I have an overhead light, but it has like a humming sound, and you could hear it on the video. So we'll go with the dim lighting. Okay, what do we have? We have building blocks in reverse, and we have to the sea. Now, to the sea is very much my vision quest, and it's an alignment, right? I asked what would support them in stepping into this contemplation, and you literally got the vision quest card. So here's the thing. When this little fairy girl, or I won't judge her, whatever, when this little fairy got in this little paper boat, she had the wherewithal to at least make sure she had a weather vane for navigation and binoculars. To me, this is, even though she might not know where she's sailing, she set the intention that I'm going to bring these tools with me as I sink into the mystery, as I trust and surrender to something greater than myself. It's really easy to fill every nook and cranny of our lives, but that could be wonderful if you're in alignment. However, if you're not in alignment and you're filling every nook and cranny of your life, nothing new can come in, right? There's not enough space for something to come in. I was just playing with the deck like in my hand, and this new life card fell out in reverse. So listen, Capricorns, on the other side of your vision quest is this new life. It's like you are going to gain wisdom of what are the building blocks that you specifically, you as an individual, need in order to implement and bring about this new life. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's get some animal apothecary cards, Capricorns. Anything else? Whoa. Okay, we have transformation in reverse. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of an on hold energy because you are being called to this very specific thing. So you're not going to get future directions because your direction is to sink into this contemplation. I feel like it's cliche, and I've been trying to avoid saying it, but I feel like really, Capricorns, what you desire is on the other side of this vision quest. Anything else? Anything else? We have launching cards. What does this say? The illusion in reverse. Yeah. This might be a record. We're like 8 or 9 minutes in, and I was already getting repeating messages. So that's a wonderful thing, Capricorns, to have such a succinct and clear message. I'm looking at these. Wait, let me do it like this. Let me move this feather. It's almost like these are like stepping stones that you could just climb. It's like trust your inner knowing. Allow yourself to receive the recognition for what you've accomplished in this life. By doing that, you will be able to access this like free-flowing, abundant source energy. I don't know what else to call it. Yeah, okay. Oh my God. I'm just laughing, Capricorns, because literally when I get this many reversals in a row, we have transformation, illusions, claim your power, and almost there in reverse. Literally all of this is on the other side of this vision quest. Now let's drop in a little bit and talk about a vision quest. You know, traditionally in like tribes and native cultures, to go on a vision quest was to literally like go out in nature with nothing, with, you know, no food, no water, and just be one with nature and just be one and see what happens, see what the great mystery wants to communicate with you. A modern day vision quest could be you taking 1 hour out of your day to go sit outside in your backyard, like under a tree, and just sit there with, you know, and maybe set one general attention that I sit here for the highest and best good of myself and the planet. I empty my vessel. Please gift me with what you want to share with me for the highest and best good of self and the planet. You know, you could make a really blanket statement, blanket intention, and just sit and see what happens. You know, and then watch yourself in this moment. When I said that, what were the thoughts that rose up in your mind? You know, what were the, because we all have an inner saboteur, right? We all have that inner sabotaging voice that's like, that's so dumb. You're just going to go sit and stare at nature for an hour. Like what? And there's all these critical voices, this criticism and judgment coming up about that. That's your work. If that happens in the moment when I just brought this idea up, it's your work to hold space and comfort and parent the parts of self that are trying to pull you off your center. That's how I'll say it like that. I'm cracking up. Look what's in the unconscious. It says you are what you think. Yeah, Capricorns, like, listen, if, you know, in the beginning message, we had something about, what did I say about validation? If you have been a person that has needed a lot of validation in your life, you might also be a person that really cares about what other people think. You are being called to confront this once and for all, to really take accountability for what types of thoughts you are going to allow in your life and what you believe to be true for yourself and your life. Wonderful. Let's get some Divine Beloved cards really quick. Okay, anything else for Capricorns? I'm liking these short readings when they're this succinct. All right, we have now, in the holy space between. Allow me, Divine Beloved, to rest in that holy space between what is and what will be. Let me fully embrace, relax, and bless the now. I mean, this is completely speaking to the vision quest in the holy space between, because that's what you're doing. To acknowledge the space between allows you also, let me say it like this. To acknowledge the space between is also the portal. It's also the door to open, to enter into the space between. And we also have trust. I trust the highest way. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. And then last one, we have divinity. I know my true identity. You have this inner knowing, right? You have now, the universe is giving you that recognition of the truth of your true divinity. May I always remember my true identity, unlimited light and love. Let me know myself as pure consciousness. Wake me from the sleepwalk of believing I am only human. In the unconscious is clarity. Yeah, isn't it interesting that you have all of these, kind of seeking. Clarity will come on the other side of this contemplation. Okay, I'm going to keep this short, Capricorns. I'm just going to get you one Buddha wisdom. Oh, that's too many, but I guess we're going to take them all. Why not? Why not? We have your past, present, and future are elusive. Be pure. Free yourself from such conditions unimpeded. Be the embodiment of peace and serve humanity. You are a bodhisattva. In the silence of meditation, you acknowledge mistakes that you have made. You let them go. Mind that is established in true emptiness encompasses the universe. Really lovely reading, Capricorns. Can you see that even to the very bitter end of this reading, you are still getting confirmation that you are meant to create this vision quest, to enter into your mystery, enter into a contemplative way of being? In the silence of meditation, you acknowledge mistakes that you have made and let them go. All right, Capricorns, thank you for listening. I hope this was supportive, and I'll see you in the next one.